Road trips. They're a lot of fun. They require a lot of planning, they require a lot of foresight. In order to make the most out of your road trip, there are several things that you need to take into consideration. Ask our dog. This year, Hanukkah's on its way. It's about a week away. This is a very special time for families everywhere. Jewish families all over the globe are anticipating this time. This is incredibly important for us as well because it also marks our third wedding anniversary. Every year we have a tradition. We take a road trip. This year is no different. This year we'll be traveling all the way from West Texas to the upper Midwest, to the Twin Cities. We'll be visiting friends and spending time in community for almost 2 weeks. The trip will take 2,600 miles. The one thing to keep in mind is how will we be able to stand each other? How will we be able to get along and cooperate for that long on the road since our personalities are so different? I'm a planner, I'm a type A, my wife is a type B. We like to plan. We plan for the worst, we hope for the best, but anything from car accidents to financial losses to inclement weather can happen. Budgeting is incredibly important on road trips. Cash can be used for daily expenses as cash keeps you accountable and may keep you from impulse buying. Credit cards can be carried but should be reserved for emergency situations such as a flat tire or a broken windshield. Navigation is also of primary importance. Waze is a great navigation tool. It's social media based and is essentially a smart navigator. It can take you around traffic, inclement weather, and construction. Radar is incredibly important as well. Local weather forecasts can be non-reliable and they can also be unpredictable, but radar is real time. Ask Forrest Gump. He didn't have the advantage of radar. What about your vehicle? You can't have fun on a road trip if you don't feel good about what you're driving. Take your car and get it detailed. Put new floor mats in it, or maybe get it washed. That will make your road trip that much better. Also, you need to consider how you personally prepare for a road trip. I personally have to have a cup of coffee, some music or an audiobook, and I'm set. I'm ready to go. How do you prepare for your road trip? Many people have different ways. Another thing to keep in mind is regular exercise. Everyone loves food and we love to eat. And we eat whatever we want when we're on vacation. But in order to offset the personal guilt that a person might feel, exercise is incredibly important so that you can make the most out of your dietary choices. Sleep is also important. As athletic trainers, we don't sleep. But it's very, very important for us to maximize our sleep on our road trips for our own safety and for our enjoyment. Another thing to keep in mind as well is flexibility. Just because I'm a type A personality doesn't mean that everyone else is too. We need to keep in mind the goals of others. And don't be upset if someone in your vehicle or your significant other needs to stop every 20 minutes to go to the bathroom. Your pets are important too. Is the hotel you're staying at pet friendly? If you take your pet with you, involve them in the road trip, take them along. They'll appreciate it and you'll have much more fun. Another thing that should be considered is do things that aren't necessarily on your list. You'd be very, very surprised at how unexpected stops or potentially deviating from your plans might result in things that you actually enjoy. One such finding was a candy shop and even a brewery. This was a local brewery that we visited last year that's locally owned and run, and the employees actually own this brewery. It was a great experience for us and one that we hope we can do again. Another important component to a road trip is games. Games make things fun. This year we developed a brand new tradition. We'll be sending pictures to every single member of the athletic training staff from their home state because we'll be driving through their home states on our way up north. Some people travel because of the restaurants, and that's totally normal to travel hours out of the way just to go eat at certain places. We'll be doing that this year several times, and that is a totally reasonable expectation for a road trip. Some people like the scenery. This was a rainforest in Costa Rica last year when I traveled for work. We also ran into Jorge, George Washington's twin brother. It's a family secret. Another thing that people may be wanting is just to get away. to connect with a higher purpose, to get away from themselves. However you road trip and whatever your intention is, be flexible, enjoy yourself, and have fun.